Hi class members, this is your tutor Ching Wei, and today we are going to dive deeper into the meanings and context of what we consider the Bible of Taoism, Tao Te Ching. Okay, for your reference, we are only going to cover the section 1, also part 1 of Lao Tzu's classic, and in this video we are only going to cover the first line. Now first off, a disclaimer here. This video was made and shot solely for my private Eastern philosophy class and for educational purposes only. You are more than welcome to join us if you're interested in Chinese Taoism. However, if you find the content not so helpful, or if you do not agree any of what I'm about to say, please in the future do not watch the video. We don't ask for donations. We don't ask you to subscribe. So please do not hit the notification bell. Do not subscribe. This is for private purposes, study purposes only. Okay? So without further ado, let's get started. I will recite the first line twice. Second time at a slower speed if you want to pick up some Chinese here. So let's get started here. 道可道，非常道；名可名，非常名。So let's do this one more time. 道可道，非常道；名可名，非常名。This is as far as we're going to go today. So far we've got 3 Taos here. Okay? Now the first Tao, for any one of you who learned or picked up a little bit of Chinese, you're tempted to just jump right into the conclusion that Tao means the way or the ways. But that's not necessarily true. It's more than that. Now Lao Tzu's first Tao, my interpretation is anything that is invisible before any form, factors, or shape or objects takes shape. It's something invisible and beyond the comprehensions of our human beings. Now this is the first Tao. However, it's got its unique character and also individuality. It has this unique nature. Everything is unique. Now, the second Tao is once we started to attach our feelings, our interpretations, our explanations to these objects, we can certainly be vocal and started to name and started to say things about these objects or phenomena. So this is the second part. So 道可道. We can certainly be vocal and say something about these objects or phenomena. 道可道. 非常道. This is the third Tao that we are describing. So once the humans started to attach the names to these objects, form factors as I call it, then again, the interpretation and meanings may not always be the same. It depends on different backgrounds, also over time, and also different individuals have different interpretations. So in another word, these meanings are subject to change over time, in a different background, against a different backdrop. This is the third Tao. So let's repeat. 道可道，非常道. Let's move on to the name here. 名可名，非常名. This is simple enough. So once we started to attach, started to be vocal about these issues, then we started to attach the names to these objects. And again, the names we attach are also subject to change. So when you attach a name to an object, it is the definitions of how you define it according to your feelings and emotions, right? Now, these names may carry a different meanings over time and depending on different individuals. So these names are also subject to change. Okay? So that's the first line of 老子道德经. 道可道，非常道；名可名，非常名。Okay, so let's sum it up. Okay, in the beginning of the universe, in ancient times, nothing was around. So then something, and these so-called nothing, completely was beyond the comprehension and understanding of the human beings. But once we human beings started to attach the feelings, interpretations, try to describe them, try to make them known, we started to be vocal about it. But when we are vocal about it, we're saying about it, we're trying to give explanations, it may not be the same depending on different individual or given a given circumstance, or even over time. So these things that we call them, we are vocal about them, are subject to change. Hence, 道可道，非常道；名可名，非常名。So once we're able to be vocal about them, we started to attach names for them. And again, these names may be different according to different individuals and over time. And again, these names are subject to change. All right? And I hope this is really helpful for your study of Eastern philosophy. 道德经, first line. Okay? I shall see you very soon in class. Thank you very much. Again, this is Tutor Ching Wei. I don't have an American or Anglo or English names. I only go by my Chinese name, Ching Wei. Okay?